Well, hello everybody. Time once again for some more Guild Wars 2. We are on the Revenant today. We're going to be doing some Renegade. We got some dailies to do here in World vs. World. I've done all of my other... I did my Mistburned area dailies for Repentance. Did my Janthir Sylve Sentry dailies. Did all my chest grabs and everything like that, so just going to jump into some World vs. World. I spent a lot of the Astral Claim yesterday on the Ward Knight skins they have on there so far, so slowly making our way through all the rewards. I think I've purchased all the major ones I need for the most part. So from here on out, it's just kind of grabbing what I want. Get that chair eventually. But yeah, so we got camp, supply caravan, enemy invaders, and enemy guards. I've had a lot of I had some pretty rough experiences on my engineer or on my thief roaming around in this matchup. So I have found that I have been much more successful on Revenant. Probably just because I know Revenant better than than I do any of the other classes other than Engineer and Warrior. But I'm playing a weird offshoot, right? This is not a meta build. If it is, I'm not aware of it. But pretty much what I'm running here is a full set of Berserkers across the board. With Marauders to get the health up a little bit. I'm not too worried about my health because I'm using Raw Iron Will for resolution and regen, and then on top of that I'm running All for One, which every time I use one of these legendary abilities I get protection, and then I'm running the Retribution line, which gives me more resolution, more damage whenever I have resolution. More damage whenever I have resolution, gain vigor when I attack, increase and all that. So, and then on top of that, oh, that's the wrong rune. I should be running Relic of the Brawler, which is deal 10% extra damage when you're granting protection or resolution yourself. So this stacks a whole bunch of Headhunters. Interesting. It stacks a whole bunch of damage bonus, so it's kind of a pow build. So if I drop the Razor's Claw's Rage before I drop the Ice Razor's Ire, on top of doing something like Eternity's Requiem or Mist Unleashed, it can really hit hard. And the range on the hammer is really good, as well as the damage and aggro from Citadel Bombardment. All those things kind of it can be overwhelming, especially for players who aren't used to seeing a renegade, right? Like we see a lot of vindicators, and we see a lot of heralds these days, but not so much anything outside of that. Looks like we got a lot of roamers on. Gosh, all I need is one more guard. Maybe we'll just kill one of these tower guards, and we'll go from there. We've got the weeklies to work on as well. 5 camps, enemy guards, 10,000 experience. Not going to do the jumping puzzle. Enemy invaders, objectives, and escorts. So, I mean, we'll see. Now is probably a really good time to get those escorts done. Right? So we're going to wait till they're done blocking.
Might makes me right.
Alright, so we're going to drop Ice Razor, and you see those numbers, just massive numbers, right? And I get that's against guards. Numbers aren't as big against enemy players, but they're still pretty substantial. It looks like Hold Camp is in trouble. Let's go check that out. You do have to be really careful with builds like this because it's obviously very squishy. You know, health pool is very low. There's no armor for the most part. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, so
Getting healthy.
Ash Legion, fall in! This is our fight. Iron Legion, put your backs into it.
There's one to remember me by. Help me, please. I need healing. Seriously.
all right, so that was a good fight.
It's mine.
Oh goodness. I got my heart rate up for some odd reason. Oh, that was fun. Uh-oh, what do we got there? Their enemy player? It's a ranger. So we're going to play the evasion game with him. Let the supervisor get some hits on him. Use some abilities, we'll drop down.
That's how I do it. Still standing. Barely.
Cool. Look at that. So, that got my heart rate going up too. So yeah, so the key to this build with this class is it's all about pumping out those big numbers and knowing what your abilities do, knowing the block 4 on the sword, knowing the range block 4 on the hammer, and then knowing. I'm not very good at this, but knowing when to switch legendaries and knowing which legendary abilities pop. Those are critical. You saw with that ranger, he tried really hard to get some CCs down on me. So popping the stun break, which is Dark Razor, to get out. The other stun break you got is on the right of the Great Dwarf, but that's a high cost one, so you got to really be willing to invest into that one, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's where we're at with that right now. See if we can make it to this Daliak in time. It's going to be tough. They're fast right now. And people are going after that campus. It's got the tactics on it, and so it's a target. I'll do what I can to defend it. We get credit for that other one. Oh yeah, we got credit for that first one that just happened to go by us when we were fighting. So I don't know if we're going to hang out and try to defend that camp. That might be worthwhile. I can't be on too long today. I have plans this afternoon. And so I got to make sure, and I have to meal prep and all that stuff. I don't have to do that today. I can do that tomorrow if I really need to. But I'd like to get it all done today. It's my last day of my weekend, technically last day of my vacation. Then we'll go from there. But waiting to see if another Duliac will spawn. So I just need 3 more. There's one right there. So we'll keep on this one till the next one spawns. Try not to aggro the dogs. What's this camp at? 18 out of 20. Nice. So these next 2 I escort should be enough to level up, unless a whole gaggle of blues or reds show up to try to take this back. Okay, there's the other one, so we're gonna head back. What's that tower on? 3 out of 20. Nice. There have been so many times where I'm trying to do this, like run Duliac, especially when I was working on the achievement for doing it, where one person, like, you could tell they figured out what I was doing, and so they would just try to farm the... This is back when yaks, like, spawned one after another. They'd either farm the yaks, or they would try to farm you. They'd get, like, a group of people they knew you were going to be back to try to, you know, get that yak. It was very interesting, very, very entertaining, to say the least. Oh, there's an emergency waypoint. We might take that. Just to see what's going on here. I got it kind of late, so we'll see if I actually get into it. Double load, no, so it's sending me back to the keep. What a bunch of malarkey. That's something they really need to fix. If you can click it, you should be able to get in, right? It shouldn't kick you back. That's something else they need to work on, because that's frustrating. Now I have to make... Yeah, we lost it. Yeah, so... What a bunch of malarkey. Well, it is what it is, I suppose. How many more do I need? Just one more. Let's see if I can get one of these really quick. Lord Huntsman. Hello, Lord Huntsman. I see Valen put out a video on Ranger. We're probably going to see a whole bunch of people playing Rangers. I mean, it's a PvE build, so I don't see why people would be interested in trying it in World versus World. It's high damage output, but boy howdy, like if you got reflex or anything, it's not gonna... There we go, look at that. Got that one done. Just need 4 more. It always happens. You have the content creators that really impact what you see people playing. There's nothing wrong with that, right? These content creators are going to create builds and quote-unquote metas that are going to influence people to try them. That's great. That's good. I myself have used some guild gen stuff and some Valen stuff in the past, but I find it very rewarding to build something all on my own and see what I can do with that. So we're going to go in, we're going to use the 5, see what we can get down from there.
Might makes me right.
Oh, I want to swap.
Right, meat fist.
Come here.
Lieutenant, take the field.
Head down. Nothing can bring me down.
Ooh, they locked me down good. Not sure we're going to be able to defend that. Not enough people. Got a kill in there, though. That's nice. Not enough people. And then that one guy yelling, "Get in," when he should have respawned and just came back. Like, silly stuff like that. Like, we get it. It's a ring, and we know to go in the ring. But when you're outnumbered, you know, there's not really much you can do. But we'll head back, see what happens on the way. And then other than this, I'm working on world completion on my thief. I have, I think, like 60% done at this point. Gosh, this is like the 4th or 5th time I've done world completion, and oh, look at that, they actually got the defense. Good job, guys. Wonder if I got any of those kills. I did. Look at that. It's very frustrating doing world completion. When you've done it so many times. I get it, it's an MMO and it's grindy to its own degree, but game's been out, what, a decade? They really should do something to update how World vs. World can be, or not World vs. World, how world map completion can be done. Just to add something different, right? And I don't know, maybe make it so that, because I know, like, they added the lanterns and stuff like that in End of Dragons and Beyond. I would be game for something like that, where it's different than going around and completing all the renowned hearts and all the POI and all the vistas, and it's just, once you've done it a few times, it's kind of like, okay, I get it, ArenaNet. You like you like your audience to be in a little bit of pain. It's completely understandable.
Lieutenant, take the field.
So yeah. But I think that's all we're going to have for today. I need to jump off and get started on some of my tasks and get ready for my work week and stuff like that. So, got to make sure I got all my equipment geared, stuff like that, ready to go. But yeah, so I appreciate all you guys that are watching. There's not very many of you, never really has been, and that's fine. Every one of you matter. Good people, make good decisions. Oh, funny. I feel like this glider doesn't get as high as some other gliders get you, but it is what it is. Yeah, so we will see you next time. Take care.